Hi all. Now we are going to see the problem named minimum amount of time to collect the garbage. This is the first problem which I took. There is a reason behind it. Let's see that later. Let's start reading the question. You are given a zero indexed array of strings garbage where garbage of I represent the of garbage at the ith house. Garbage of I consists of only the character of MPG representing the paper, glass, and metal garbage respectively. Okay, picking up one unit of any type of garbage takes one minute. Basically, they are saying that if we pick a garbage, it takes around 1 minute, and the travel of arrays where a travel of I is given of minutes needed to go to house I to the house I plus 1. Basically the travel list shows the time taken for moving from one house to other house. um, there are three garbages truck each responsible for taking each garbage. Truck starts from zero, must visit each in order. However, they do not need to visit every house. This means that each garbage truck is responsible for collecting each garbage. So, if the garbage trucks start collecting the glass, it must collect only the glasses, not other plastics or metal. And it need not to visit the last house if for example here plastic is not present in the last house, so it need not to visit over there. Written the minimum amount of time needed to pick up all the garbages. Okay, let's understand this problem with this example. Okay, just copy from here. If we take this out and first, if we start passing with the garbage truck of uh, st- glass truck comes on, right? It takes 1 minute to pick up uh, the garbage in the first house. Then the travel time will be around 2, because moving from house 1 to house 2 it takes 2 minutes. Then glass is not available in the second house, so 0. Then second house to third house it takes around 4 minutes. Then again from the third house there is another glass, so it takes around 1 minute. And again it takes 3 minutes for moving from house 3 to house 4. After that, there are two glass pieces, so it takes around 2 minutes. By adding up all these, we get around 3, 4, 8, 13. We get around 13 minutes to collect glasses alone. Then next comes with the plastic. Plastic first house contains zero plastic, so 0 minutes it takes. It takes 2 minutes for traveling from house 1 to house 2. Then there is one plastic. It takes around 1 minute, and to travel from second to third house it takes 4 minutes. Then there is a one plastic garbage, so it takes another minute. And the last house doesn't contain any plastic, so we need not to calculate any minutes or collect garbages of plastic over there. So it takes around 8 minutes over here to collect the plastic. On total, we get around total min total minutes is equal to 21 minutes. Like this is calculated. Okay, let's take up the next example. Let's continue with the next example. Here when we take first, there are three metals in the house 1, so it takes 3 minutes to collect all of them. Then traveling time would cost around 3 minutes, so which is mentioned travel of 0. And again plastic, there is one metal over here. The plastic and glass should not be collected in the house too, because it start collecting metal over here. And then next thing is the traveling time for house 2 to house 3 is 10 minutes. uh, it Then there is, okay, there is no metal over here, so uh, okay, the total time to collect the metal is 7 minutes. Okay. Then if we start collecting the plastic, the house 1 doesn't contain any plastic, so the traveling time from 1 to 2 is 3 minutes. Then there is one plastic over here, and the traveling time for house 2 to house 3 is something like 10 minutes. Then the last house contain another one plastic, so the total time required to collect all the plastics is around 15 minutes. Then if we start collecting the glass over here, the first house doesn't contain any glass, then it takes 3 minutes to for travel time. The second house contains one glass, the next travel time is around 10 minutes. Then the last house also contain another 1 minute, so total time taken is
It's 22 hours.
so the total time taken is 15 minutes. In total, the total minimum required time to collect all the garbages is 37 minutes. These are the two examples which is represented here. Let's see the logic how to implement it. See the logic for this. Okay. Here is a tricky part. What before seeing these, what is that is if there is no metal over the last house, right? We need not to go there. This is a main hint and the tricky part we need to keep in mind. Okay, we can implement this how by we can take up two list. Okay, one is answer list, which contains three elements, which is going to be the answer written to the statement. Another one is travel time. This also be three elements. Let's do something is this problem can be mainly solved using enumerate function by let's take a for loop for I comma v. I can be the index and v can be the value in enumerate of garbage, right? What can we do is
It's 2:15.
what can we do is something we need to uh, add up the time taken for uh, picking up each a particular element, right? So uh, travel we can calculate the travel time, right? Travel time, okay, travel time is equal to travel time of 0 plus travel time of the I. Okay, like this we need to calculate for all three garbages, like travel time of 0, 1 and 2. Okay, now as soon as the travel time is ready, what will happen, right? uh, when we are moving from house 1 to house 2, the travel time which is shown here will be added. Initially all the elements will get added, but when it is updating to the answer, if the particular element is present, it would get added. Okay, next we need to calculate, find paper, glass and metal, which should be like the value dot count of uh, paper means p, right? Like this we need to calculate for glass and metal m. Okay, now we got the count of all each and every garbage and also the travel time for the first traversal. Then if we just calculate, if we need to update the answer only if it present for the first iteration. Okay, if paper then what we need to do is, if paper if paper is present, then we need to update ans of 0 is equal to uh, travel time of 0 plus this paper value. Then as soon as the answer is getting updated, we need to uh, update the travel time. Like this we need to update for each and every element. For glass, right, if glass, right, uh, if glass is present, we need to update in the index of answer of 1. Then the travel time of 1 plus glass value. Then travel, we need to reset the travel time, okay, for each and every updation. At last we need to give metal. If metal is present, then ans of index 2 is equal to travel time of 2 plus metal. Then as already mentioned, the travel time of metal should also be resetted. After all these procedures, we can just return the sum of answers, because the answer will contain the whole time taken to collect the paper, whole time to collect the glass and metal. So adding up the sum will give up the answer of the minimum time to collect all the garbages present in the all three houses. Okay, let's implement this code in LeetCode. I'm just trying to copy and paste and start editing from here. Okay, I think this should work. I think so. Let's check it over. Okay, let's try to run and solve the error. Okay, list index out of range. That means travel doesn't have travel has the value 1012. Then ith value means 01. Ith value comes from the garbage. So okay, then we need ith value contains four elements here, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. So what we need to do is we need all three values. Initial value may be 0, but after adding up things, we need the actual value. So we can insert travel dot insert 0 comma 0. So this would insert the zeroth value in zeroth element, so that we could skip the travels or distance out of range. Okay, the error still persists because uh, travel time, the list index out of range means I have unknowingly added this. Instead of this, I need to give only travel. I need to add up the travel time, not the list. Let's try it out running. Yes, this works. Okay, and let's try to submit it out. Okay, I'm around I beat 34% people. Okay, that's great. Okay, thank you.